Welcome back to your Yankee Chronicle. We're hosted today by the Lake Sunapee Protective Association. Joining us now is Sue Mills of the Sunapee Harbor Riverway, another organization that focus is to maintain another aspect of the Lake Sunapee region. Let's learn of their mission and work right down the hill from where we are. Hi, Sue.
The mission is to preserve and enhance our lakeside village, and it was started in the early 90s by 4 local men who saw what was going on in the harbor and were concerned about the privatization of the harbor area, which would have included no more public use. So that's basically the story of how it began. These 4 gentlemen got together and brought in several people from the community. And one thing led to another, and they decided to sell shares of stock in the corporation, which was formed as a for-profit corporation, probably about 1992. They had 2 rounds of sales of stock in 92 and 95, and they sold over 6,000 shares to individuals and businesses in the area at $250 a share. That allowed them to have the down payment to buy the buildings, which were mostly going into foreclosure at the time. Well, we're quite proud of what the harbor looks like today. It's still a work in progress. We survive on the rent from our tenants. The Riverway, just to be clear, owns the building that houses the Anchorage restaurant, Wild Goose Country Store, the marina, and Harborside Trading. We also own the gas dock and the building that houses Fenton's Landing. There's a residence upstairs, and the River Road residence, 33 River Road. Those are the properties we own today. We also have a couple of parking lots and so on, but we basically survive from the rents from those properties. Most of our expenses are maintenance and repairs. We also pay a large amount of property taxes to the town of Sunapee, and just general operational budget. The dream of the board of directors is to have this be a viable year-round harbor. We're slowly getting there. The Anchorage is now open year-round, and in 2018 we sold the building formerly known as Pete's Shed at 31 River Road to Prospect Hill Home, and they're open year-round. So that's the real vision, and the real goal is to draw people into Sunapee Harbor on a year-round basis. It's a work in progress. We're hoping to get there someday. We have a lot of dreams and plans and goals and hopes. We'd love to see the building known as the Livery, 58 Main Street, where the clock tower is. We recently donated that building that we had purchased from the town 5 years ago for $1. We got it back on the tax rolls for 5 years, and we recently donated it to the Sunapee Heritage Alliance for a community building. They have music and events and weddings and private gatherings and so on in that building. We'd love to see that develop into more, to attract more people into the area. We'd love to have more businesses in the area. Space is obviously an issue. We'd love to be able to tear down a couple of our current buildings and rebuild them, but funding, of course, is an issue for that. So I think that what the harbor is today, based on what it was 30 years ago, people cannot deny the transformation, and it's all because a few people had some vision and decided they wanted to improve this and preserve it for the good of the public and the locals and guests. The website is sunapeeharborriverway.com, and just all spelled out, and anytime all the information for office contact and so on is on there. I'm a solo employee. I work for a board of directors, and I technically work part-time, but I usually get back to people pretty quickly, and I think that what's happened here is nothing short of miraculous. It was a lot of people who rolled up their shirt sleeves and dug in and got it going and made it happen.
Thanks, Sue, and thank you to this group that came together to make this jewel on Lake Sunapee an always inviting public place.